Marcus Morris and JaMychal Green for the Clippers. The officials tonight, Kevin Scott, Tyler Ford, Murat Kogut, and we are underway. This is a home game for the Wizards. 88% free throw shooter just missed both. The last foul was called against Jerome Robinson. Here is Hachimura going right at JaMychal Green. Signed on March the 9th, just before the shutdown. Here's Leonard going at Bryant. Almost too easy for Kawhi Leonard.
Man-to-man defense that last time down.
Napier directing traffic. Here's Robinson against his former team, knocks down to three.
Could throw Jared Dudley in too, but he's not playing in place for the Lakers.
Here's Robinson, step back, that's for two, and he's 2 for 2. Bryant, good job making the catch, trying to keep it alive into the hands of Jackson. 3-point Wizards lead. Jackson to the hoop, makes it a 1-point game.
They can take you off the bounce.
Robinson, nice feet to Bryant for the two-handed dunk.
He's missing his pick-and-roll partner in Bradley Beal.
No doubt about it.
They're also missing 35 points a game with Bradley Beal.
Marcus Morris, a really good pickup for the Clippers up this game. Morris all the way to the hoop, rebound by Green. And this three is knocked down by Paul George to tie the game up at 12.
He's preaching communication to his players, how important it is in this environment.
Oh, Terrence Mann with a big time dunk. Joakim Noah doing what he does best, offensive rebound, keeping a possession alive. Leonard comes the jump stop against Thomas Bryant.
Fancy, efficient, doesn't force.
Hachimura able to hit the jumper over Kawhi Leonard.
Everything's efficient, and you know what, Justin? You make a good point. He doesn't have any wasted motion in his game either, Rude.
Count it. That's the depth as they show full court pressure, leading by 4.
Little 1-2-2 full court pressure. Wizards handled it beautifully. Loosen up the joints a little bit.
In the corner, Patterson's three. Wizards costly misses by the Wizards. Now you trail by 5. Grant shot clock down to 4.
Gotta go.
Slips, has to put up the shot. Off the glass, gets it to fall. Here's Mann, puts it up. This will count. It does. A 3 for Terrence Mann.
Yeah, good seeing you, man. You know what? I wish I was up there with you guys to call the game, but for safety precautions, had to stay down here near the bubble. Came around full circle for Joakim, and he's in a Clippers uniform trying to win a championship.
And there's Ish Smith doing what he does so well, finishing at the hoop. It's a 6-point deficit for the Wizards as we're joined by Drew Gooden from his home in Orlando. He is not at the NBA campus down there.
You guys like Ish Smith, who's a veteran leader that has still something to prove. But what I like, this is an interesting scenario, JK and Glenn. This is the first time we've had a break transfer. Okay, vacation is not going to happen this year. We're back in the basketball season. Oh, and guess what? If we do have a chance to win this year, we'll be right back at it in December.
You might see a little different hop in their step.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
42-33.
Absolutely.
Thomas Bryant able to hit the 3. Morris able to save it here to Kawhi Leonard. And Leonard into the corner. Terrence Mann hit the 3 before the quarter ended. Hits another one here.
Picking up Miami Heat. I know that surprises everybody, but listen, this is a different environment. We talked about who's going to be healthy. You're not only playing against each other, you're fighting against a virus. So COVID-19, not only playing against each other, you're fighting against a virus. So COVID-19, if anybody somehow, unfortunately, contracts that virus, I think this is up for grabs this year, honestly. This championship is up for grabs. You can't go on what happened prior to regular season unless things drastically change for the better.
That's why I was looking over like, is that what he's thinking?
I was thinking that, Drew. I just couldn't say it.
Bonga got it, and the foul. Draws the foul against Paul George.
This is the job that I've been doing, and thank you if you like it. And if you don't, thank you anyway.
I like it. I like it, Drew. I just want to know the size of the mask you got to use.
Hey, you too. Likewise, JK. I think we need to do a little segment. Me and you cooking it up, pal. I'm just seeing the IG pics, man. You're doing a great job.
Clock down to 4. Robinson along the baseline has to get a shot up. He does. Jerome Robinson beats the clock with 0.3 of a second to end the half with 11 points.
It's a difficult thing to meditate because when you get my age, man, if you get that much time to be in a quiet space, thinking about when Wallen Beal comes back, and Drew Gooden and I had a conversation about this earlier today where I said, Drew, if you score 15 and 8.
I think where a lot of rookies come into the NBA because of the speed of the game, they try to match it rush. And he's unique in that he doesn't have to do that. A collective group of very young players that happen to be mature. I wanted to get your thoughts on that as a group.
Enjoy it, and as Joakim Noah has come back into the game, here's another turnover. Napier finding Hachimura, and Rui can't finish, but there is Thomas Bryant to follow and put it in.
Anyway, so not only was this a year of development, but if you get a chance to develop young players and make the playoffs, that's a...
And you know, who's going to do what? You know, if Bonga keeps getting better, if Rui keeps getting better, it's a win-win all the way around.
We just saw Paul George drain a 3. Here's Mo Wagner missing. Bonga's got the offensive rebound, puts it back up and in.
I love it.
As he draws a foul against Joakim Noah.
I love it. I'll be texting him right now as soon as this game's over with to keep him inspired to be the best version he can be on the basketball court.
He's going to get minutes. He's got to hit those three-point shots because I do think he brings toughness. You saw him take a charge. He can mix it up. He can battle. But he's got to make that three-point shot consistent.
Here, off the miss, come the Clippers.
How did he do with his Haftorah?
Nailed it.
He nailed it?
Nailed it. Point Wizards lead, 2:15 to play here in this third quarter. Bonga, little shimmy, lobs one up to Mo Wagner, able to finish up close.
Here's my shout out to Brad. I miss seeing Brad play. I miss seeing him at Capital One Arena, and the year that he had.
It was essentially all the offense in that fourth quarter. Calling that game, watching him do what he did, It was remarkable as Jonathan Williams seeing his first action of these scrimmages. As Magruder's got 4 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Mann with 1, and he's able to drain the 3. But this is the third game, or a game and a half ahead of Denver, who the Wizards just played on Wednesday. JaMychal Green hits the 3.
Keeping the environment sterile.
Ish Smith, there's that crossover. Nice. In and out. The tip is good by Jonathan Williams, and that's what Williams can bring off the bench. He's got those long arms, a quick first and second jump. I'm going to venture to say for the final 8 minutes and 40 seconds, we're not going to see Rui Hachimura or Thomas Bryant.
Well, let's see what you can do with all these players out, and you can share the wealth. Look at this, getting out of there with that low dribble.
I was watching him, and I'm going, man, how does he do it, right? Because he's got that hitch in the shot. Right. It's one of the more unorthodox shots you have seen. Said, you know, they asked me if I would play. I said, of course. And when I met him, I said, Muggsy, do you mind if we take a picture? I said, you know, you were one of those guys, like a 3-headed monster at center with size. So now the Clippers can match up with them.
Nice pass by Noah.
Win or lose in this game, I think you come away with it, or come away from it, thinking very positive.
We got a nip and tuck game here. It's getting exciting. And guess what? Clippers are starting to make shots.
Smith out there, no Shabazz Napier, makes a difference.
Well, you know, it's an opportunity for Scott Brooks to take.
Step back. That's a 2. Offensive rebound. Williams goes back up with it. No, Utah is there, corrals it. Trying to make some room. He does with 12.3 seconds. Do you foul to extend? They will. Down to the Clippers, 76, now 77 to 62. But that will do it for this one. 105-100. The Clippers defeat the Wizards.